Hello YouTube, Triumph Guy here today, and today we're going to be pressure testing my VW Touran's coolant system because it keeps coming up with low coolant warnings, and whenever I check the coolant it's low. So some of the main reasons why you're going to pressure test the system is if there's not a visible leak or you can't see where it's leaking from. And what the pressure test will do is if you're running between 18 and 22 psi on the pressure kit, then you know that there's pretty much no leak. However, you can't really get to it, or you get to it but then it starts dropping, and then you can identify leaks. Common places where these systems can leak sort of on the sly is on the back of the engine by the EGR cooler, which I'll show you now. Although you can't see it from here, it's down the back of that engine. Sometimes you can get a dodgy cap, which allows leakages to come through. Obviously, all the pipes, they can sometimes perish. If you see down there, so you see it's for oil filter housing. On the bottom there's an oil cooler. Probably can just see the bottom of it just down there, that little bit there. That can leak. That oil cooler is a sort of weak part. And on the passenger side, you've got this component here, which is for your heater matrix. These can leak, these little pipes, or the actual whole unit can leak. So if you get wet down here, then that's where the coolant leak is. So please only open this if the engine is cold. Don't open this when it's hot. As you can see, pretty low down. And that only got filled up the other day. So you've got a number of adapters. Obviously these are for the old school radiators, and these are for some of the new sort of expansion bottles. And all you're going to do is you're going to pick the one which fits. So as you can see, I've taken out that one, matched it up with that one, so I know that one is the one to go onto here. So I've pumped it up to 19 psi. This system is 18 to 22 psi. And all I'm doing is I'm waiting for that to drop. And I'm going to leave it on for a little bit of time. And then at some point there should be leaks either appear or they don't appear. Then this will be the culprit, be the lid. Obviously if it's none of them, it could also be head gasket issue. However, you would know this because you would have experienced either really high overheating at some point, which would have been the reason why it breaks. Some of the other head gasket issues you'll find is heavily excessive smoke. You'll find contaminated coolant, however that could also be oil cooler. And yeah, there'll be a lot more. This is literally if you can't find a leak, but yeah. You'll also find milky residue in here and also in the dipstick. It's worth opening these up just to see if the pressure drops at all anyway. So after 10 minutes, what I tend to do is release the pressure and then re-pump it, and then wait a further 15 minutes. So I'm just going to do that now. So still at 20 psi. I've done 2 cycles of 15 minutes and there's been no change. Now you can actually test the cap. I think it's like up to 21 psi it should release. However, I haven't got the tester, so I'm going to conclude this as the cap. I've also got further evidence that it might be the cap, which I've only just noticed, so I'll show you that now. Now, if you look at the side of here, so I've rubbed a bit of it off on the side here, I presume what's happened is obviously it's been releasing a bit of coolant and then spraying over this and solidifying on there. Which is good news because it's only £10. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be, a leak from here. Either way, I'm pretty happy that it's not the EGR cooler or head gasket. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.